Welcome, crypto fam, to the number one daily Bitcoin pod, BTFD alert. Take advantage of this dip. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as leverage crypto traders are hit hard with 872 million liquidated in a single day amid this Bitcoin price drop. We'll also be discussing GBTC sees 166 million outflow despite the CEO's equilibrium remark. We'll also be discussing 10.5 trillion asset manager BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF now officially holds 270,000 BTC and only took them 3 months to accomplish it. We'll also be discussing breaking news out of China. Are they about to start their bidding with this Hong Kong ETF set to launch this Monday, both for the Bitcoin ETF spot as well as for Ethereum? Will this spark a rally? We'll be talking about it. We'll also be discussing BlackRock and Fidelity ETF bombshell triggers a massive $75 trillion Bitcoin price prediction. That's right. I'll be breaking all this down for you. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What it do? Let me know if you guys are taking advantage of this dip. We got a $64,000 biddy, $3,000 discount on the day. Let's go. Shout out Wayne. Good to see you, family. Renee, haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you as well. Epic dump on the halving. Sorry, my brother. Well, halving is still maybe 5 days away. So this is a little pre-halving dumpage to take advantage of it. Didn't you ask for it? Iran war, says Arsh. Just keep your mouth and YouTube channel shut, says DN. Is this due to the Iran war soon, asks Arsh. Hokie Wolf checking in from the birthplace of the oil industry and buying the dip. Shout out Bill Hokie. Why Bitcoin falling today? We're going to be discussing that here, family. Welcome to the live stream. Devon, it does seem 63. Very probable. We're on the cusp. There you go. 63.9, just like that. Is that correction for the Iranian attack on Israel? As Zach, I haven't been following the politics. I don't know what's going on in this world. Bring on the Bitcoin underground. The people are dumping. Hello, family. Shout out Michael Amos. Shout out to the mascot of the channel, Nipsey. Just spent my last dry powder on the dip. Nice, Jennifer. Some month now for our 100,000 party. It's a coming. Don't get it twisted. BTFD says forever Laura. That's right. Take advantage of the dip. Great time to be stacking stats. I know you guys are always wishing and praying. Please drop. Give me another opportunity to buy. Please, Bitcoin gods. Love light to all. 62 or 60, then a bounce to 67. We'll soon see. I think 60 holds, but we got to see what's causing the carnage in the market. Here's one thing I know. Bitcoin is only down 2.7% on the day. That's nothing. But your alts, fam, some of them are down 10, 20, 30%. Welcome to Rex City. That's what happens when you're Ishcoining, so you got to keep that in mind as well. Bitcoin's only, well, I guess it depends on what chart we're looking at. The one-day chart on Coin360 shows Bitcoin only down 2.7%, but on the screen via BitBo, it shows us down 4.5% on the day. But nonetheless, still a modest correction in the Bitcoin world. Bitcoin has seen corrections as high as 90%. Right? We saw 20% not that long ago, so this is pretty modest. Keep that in mind. Drones in the air, according to the other channels. Good Lord. Pray for everybody out there to be safe, family. I didn't realize the halving meant the price is halved. That'd be crazy. Some people actually think that. Grayscale selling more despite saying they were at equilibrium. Yeah, the other day, their CEO came out and said, everything is great. Equilibrium. Lo and behold, more dumpage. The Asians are coming, says Michael. End of taxes year coming up. Gamblers need to sell. Word up. Welcome, Jim. Welcome, Eye of the Beholder. Welcome to the HODL gang. Bitcoin makes me want to sell my kidney to buy. Yikes. Don't sell no organs. You may be able to sell some unvaccinated sperm. Just FYI, here you can get like $6,000 per load. I mean, word on the street. So, but anyways, Bitcoin to the moon. Lele Bright, welcome. Joshua trading future on the Coinbase, and I am trapped out of trading over the weekend. Oh boy. So did Coinbase go down? How'd you get trapped? Explain that one to me. Don't worry, Bitcoin is the main event. They all know it, just like us. Sit on your hands and just wait, says Spycraft. Jasmy is up 2%. Well, that's a rarity. Ain't virtually not much in the green. never get my comments through. Well, Baxter, that's not true. You just got your comment through. And if you would have wrote something else, I would have read it. So there you go. Comments are flowing. I appreciate it. We're live. This is Live and Interactive, 7 days a week, family. Make some noise. Happy Sat Stack and Saturday. 63.5. How low will she go? Will 60 hold as the new threshold support? Let me know your thoughts, yo. Shout out Devon. Please hit that thumbs up to pump it up. Speaking of pumping it up.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Let's go. Shout out Fairground Fun Fairs UK. Watch from Cornwall. It's hot out here, yo. It's scorching. It's like 94 degrees here in Puerto Rico. Insane, right? And I was playing basketball earlier. Oh, I put it in. I just got out the shower, but I was, hot day, yo. Hot day out there. Where does this stop, says Richie Rich. Wow, 60. We're dropping hardcore. $5,000 dip on the day. Whoa. Hold up, Nelly. Cocoa water, JV drinking out of a carton. You damn right. I'm like a skinny Cartman. You killed Kenny. Bastards. But yeah, yo, this is the organic cocoa water. It is Kelly approved on the app. The only ingredient is coconut water. That's how it should be. The only ingredient is coconut water. No MSG, none of that crap. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome, Nick. 62, yo. We're dropping hardcore. Whoa. Why the dump? Well, maybe war. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Serious dippity dip. Precisely. Take advantage of it. Your Bobby approved. Let's go. You guys using the Bobby app? Let me know. Alex Rogan, welcome, family. Shout out Jay Ford. Should stop at 59, then bounce back. Whoa, 61. Look at this. Looky here. Good Lord. I'm checking out. Well, we're all going to look at the market cap here together, so I'll just wait. I was going to say I can't hold it. But yeah, welcome everyone joining the stream. Big moves happening in the market all the way down to 61. We just dropped like $3,000 since I went live like 8 minutes ago. This is crazy. Good for your coconut water. Thank you, Devon. I love coconut water. It's very hydrating. Hong Kong is going to spice MSG with their Bitcoin ETFs. 60 is the floor. It is going to bounce hard. We'll soon see. We're about to touch it. Here we go. 60,000 incoming, family. Let's see.
Pump it up.
Well, being we're back at 60, I mean, I got the perfect clip for that one.
60 G's, baby!
How many of you are going to be watching UFC 300? This evening? I'm definitely going to be tuned in. HODL and DCA.
It's red panty night when you sign to fight me, yeah?
With all this carnage on the street, it literally is red panty night.
Back at home with your wife.
Yeah, I mean, I should have held the coconut water right there. Baxter, HODL plus DCA. You already know, protect me. Oh, no. Yeah, man. Liquidity spent 60,000. Not much after 60, expecting a bounce. Well, let's see. We just hit 61 and bounced a little bit. Still down 5,000 on the day, which is 7%. Don't sleep, stack them sats. You already know Larry Innes getting in it. That's what's up. The way it is going, it'll be 50 G's, baby. We'll soon see, man. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, important to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Also very important to show your support by pumping the likes, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm and it helps pump the stream, and it's always greatly appreciated. Today, big day in crypto, another Sat Stack and Saturday. This is podcast episode number 1608. I'm your host, JV. It's April 13th, 2024, and Bitcoin just corrected $5,000 in the past 24 hours. It is dropping. However, a great opportunity pre-halving to be stacking them sats. Take advantage of Sat Stack and Saturday. And just saying, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Checking out Coin360, as you can see. Let me refresh this just to make sure it's the latest numbers. I'm going to refresh coinmarketcap.com as well. So here we go. According to Coin360, Bitcoin still above 64,800, only down 4% of the day. And according to this, Ether is trading just above 3,000, down 6%. And the alts Can you say Rex City, massive beat in XRP down to 48 cents? Like, whoa. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, holy moly, the market cap shed a lot. We're sitting at a 2.29 trillion market cap with 110 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. But look at that Bitcoin dominance. It's up several percent on the day, all the way up to 55%. Now, this happens. I think it's when the alts, especially the ish coins, such as the meme coins, a lot of the coins with no utility kind of go crazy. They need to be humbled. And that's what happened. Bitcoin takes the market dominance from them via a correction. Bitcoin maintains itself while the alts continue to get wrecked heavily. You have the Ether dominance also at 16% even. My question for y'all, how high do you think that Bitcoin dominance will likely climb for this cycle? Holla at your boy. I think 60% plus is a given personally. Maybe we go as high as 70%. Time will tell. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, virtually nada except stable coins actually doing anything in the green, because virtually everything is bleeding and in the red. So instead of the top gainers, here are the top losers for the past 24 hours. We got Ordi, go figure, Pepe, and EOS, all down between 25 and 28%. And checking out crypto bubbles. Ooh, can you say bloodbath? There's literally nothing in the top 100 in the green. That means every single thing is bleeding. Substantial losses, family. And this is just on the day. Stacks down 17%, Bonk down 22%, Sand down 25%, Pepe down 25%, Ordi down 29%. Pretty scary. And checking out the monthly, it's not much better. So yeah, you can see, I personally feel we had an alt season in the past 6 months, and a lot of these alts have been mooning, but now, again, Bitcoin's humbling them. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 72 greed. Yesterday, 79 extreme greed. Last week, 75, and last month, an 88 in extreme greed. And we always watch this metric because the higher we get. So, for example, yesterday we hit as high as a 79, and guess what? Today, major correction. So the higher this gets, the more likely of a correction. And checking out the Bitcoin halving countdown, here's the silver lining. Only 5 days left until Bitcoin halving 2024, scheduled to take place April 19th. And look at the block. We surpassed 839,000 as soon as we hit 840,000, which means what? 953 more blocks. We're going to hit the infamous halving of 2024. And checking out the time chain calendar shows you the block we're currently at. It shows you Bitcoin's market cap sitting pretty at 1.23 trillion. And you can currently trade $1 for 1,598 Satoshis. So take advantage of it here on Stack and Saturday while you still can. And let me know where you feel that Bitcoin price will likely take us leading into the halving, roughly 5 days out. Holla. Here we go. Let's check the chat. Blood is on the street. Cosmicom. Wow, the house is really getting wrecked. Alts, 100%. Don't panic, sell, fam. That's right. You can't lose what you don't sell. Always a good time to buy. Amen to that one. Asia controls most of the crypto markets. They're setting up for their ETF entries. Let's not forget, that's right, Michael. Big news. We're going to be discussing more in detail today coming out of China, Hong Kong, ETF spot, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. This would be the first Ethereum spot ETF, but it doesn't necessarily mean they will launch Monday. It just means they may officially announce it and their approval, and they're likely to probably be launched weeks later, but we'll see. Iran hates Israel, says Jennifer. I hope 55 holds, says Steven. Was there really an attack of their energy, like they did a power grid type attack? I don't know what's accurate, what's not. A lot of this ish just appears on my, my timeline on my X. Shout out, Make y'all. I appreciate you subbing to the #1 daily pod for Bitcoin. Those who sell their sats during the dip, we have a word for them. We call them poor. Larry, just doing the bitty bop dance. That's what's up. Do that bitty bop dance. Holy ish, the whole market is dropping. Precisely. JV, where's Bitcoin going down? Well, we already tapped 61, close to 60. Thus far, 60 has been holding. I like to believe 60 will be a strong support. We'll soon see. JV pumping it up. I'm trying, Scott. I'm trying over here. I need your help. Help pump the likes. My hope is that the E-test will scoop up all the Mondays close. That would be a great silver lining as well. Good afternoon, JV. Shout out Neri. What it do? Peter is a tool. If you're referring to Peter Shifty, low down, greedy, and grimy. Yes, that's the guy. Pump it up. Let's go, Scott. Welcome to the stream.
Look, pump it up if your game and went long. When the dip hit, you just stay like King Kong. More than 5 shots in your stack, then get it on.
Let's go. I'm 30 minutes away from Israel. RIP. I'm wishing you safety, family. I'm wishing everyone out there safety, no matter where you are. Stay safe. I had a bad feeling when the 20th of April was announced as Halving Day, as this is a bad date in Germany. You could clue me in. Why is that a bad date? Is it something to do with Hitler? Let me know. Just bounce 1,500. Chill. There you go. You see Bitcoin is too strong. They can't bring it down too much. What's the number asset? Number one asset? We got to ask Sailor.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Boom. Shakalaka. What's happening to Bitcoin? Alts are consolidating into Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin dominance is the highest we have seen it in a very long time, as we just covered, 55%. So it's on the rise. And I feel the alts are being humbled by the king. What are your thoughts? Let me know. You know what I mean? Wow, BTFD, Caspa's the future, says QQ. Adolf's birthday, oh boy. Bone Daddy, you know Jamie Dimon is buy-in. Only the smart money is. Hey, JB, what up, legends? Shout out Mick Lovin. Shout out to all the legends. Shout out to all the members. Respect, fam. Down 5K, but it's okay. Or in the words of, was it Alfalfa, one of those guys from the Little Rascals? It's okay. Anyways, fam, all will be good. Remember, you can't lose what you don't sell. And if you've been holding biddies, that biddy is still equivalent to the biddy amount prior to the dip. So let's not forget. Anyways, fam, let's kick it off with a little bit of TA and check out some of the charts and why there is mass carnage in the markets. Headline here reads Bitcoin dominance hits 3-year high as Bitcoin price dip pressures the altcoins. And as I mentioned earlier, we hit 55% Bitcoin dominance. That's right. Bitcoin's market cap dom has hit its largest level in 3 years. Whoa, Nelly. That was like 1,000 days as alts feel renewed price pressure. That's what happens, family. And according to this data, crypto market cap spiked and even hit as high as 56.3%. And that was yesterday, April 12th, today being the 13th. So the Bitcoin price action suffered into the weekend with a liquidation cascade, bringing Bitcoin currently in the 62,000 range. That's right. We dipped even thousands more here in the past 20 minutes since going live. Crazy, right? Altcoins face much worse conditions. According to data, many of the top 20 cryptos by market cap fell more than 15%. That's right. Can you say Rex City? Quoting analysts here, I don't typically look at the Bitcoin dominance, but the chart is impressive considering the amount of new alts birthed into the market every day. That was according to Bagsy, crypto trader. And also we have Dan Crypto Trades among those noticing the difference and the drawdown between Bitcoin and the alts in the recent days, quoting him here. Yes, the actual hit on Bitcoin was very minimal, and the total downside also wasn't very relevant. The real damage was done in the altcoin sector, which wiped out billions of open interest and made for wicks up to 50%, as outlined here in the Bitcoin market cap dominance chart, brought to you by TradingView. Now, alt season hopes to stay in play. That's right. Bitcoin bull market historically tends to see a dominance breakout in the early stages, with alts then catching up once Bitcoin sees a period of prolonged consolidation. So far this year, altcoins, while performing very well, have not witnessed such conditions for a meaningful length of time. Forecasting what comes next, fellow trader Mikey Bull Crypto argued that the change would soon come, quoting him here. Altcoins market cap is perfectly following the previous alts season step. This is the last shake off before it rips explosively upward, coupled with Bitcoin dominance downward trend. So there you go. And this chart you can see on your screen compares Bitcoin and the alt dominance, drawing comparisons with the end of 2020, the point at which Bitcoin's price had escaped its previous macro trading range below 20,000. So there you have it, crypto fam. Bitcoin still at 62,500. How low will she go? Happy Stat Stacking Saturday. Happy 420. Welcome to everyone joining the stream. I see we got 545 people out here. So hello, beautiful people. I appreciate y'all tuned in. Also, shout out to the Rumble fam as well. Appreciate y'all holding it down. Uncensored style, baby. Let's go. No problem with the big price target. Love them. But can we make it to 100,000 before we talk about 500 Gs? Don't worry. We're going to hit all the targets. How about that? Next weekend, halving. Yeah, man. It could be on 420. We'll soon find out. It's going to be pretty lit, to say the least. We've been waiting so long. It feels like eons, and it's right around the corner. Since the U.S. has a treaty with Israel, the U.S. is now at war with Iran, unfortunately. That's sad. That's very sad. And I'm going to leave my comments regarding the war very minimal because we're on the tube, and you guys know how I really feel about this kind of stuff. So stay tuned for the uncensored version of the pod to get JV's perspective on all of the chaos in the world going on, uncut, unfiltered, and raw. You know what I mean? That's exclusive on Rumble when the stream ends here on the tube. Trading is stressing. HODL and DCA. Play it the easy way. Iran launched drones, CNBC News. How do you think the stock market's open Monday? Eek. Gonna be scary, yo. Where's all the money going? If everyone's taking money out of crypto, where are they putting it? If they take it out of the stock market, take it out of crypto, I'm curious where they're parking it, because that's what I want to know. If you guys got any insights, let me know. Where does the money go? Does it go under people's mattresses? Like, does the money even exist? You know what I mean? Fitty, bitty, the bottom. Let's get it. ETH under 3,000. Whoa. Greetings, everyone. I want to buy the dip so bad, says Lisa. We'll do it up. 1 minute ago, U.S. official confirms Iran has launched drones towards Israel. Very sad to see the war breaking out in real time. More than likely, that's what's tanking the markets. My suspicion. 61.5 right now. Bitcoin down almost 6,000 on the day. Whoa. Real estate? I don't know. Real estate is not something you do quickly. Real estate, it's like, you know what I mean, it's like a 3-4 month process to buy a home unless you're just purchasing cash. 570 in the chat and 90 likes. Will Smith, that button. Thank you, Sandman. Spycraft. There is no money. That's what I'm trying to say. Where is the money? Bitcoin Bitstamp just touched and ricocheted off the 0.886 Fibonacci, 61.7. It should recover and run now. The Fib channel, by the way, the November low and the most recent all-time high. Thank you, Greg, for the insights. Maybe the war started the attack. Bitcoin, more than likely, along with Bitcoin, buying the dip all the way down. Yeah, uncertainty is usually not a good thing for the markets in general. And right now, I mean, on the cusp or it happening and breaking out, WAR, that creates a lot of fear and uncertainty, unfortunately. Only the dead will know the end of war. Man, sad. From Israel, checked all the news and absolutely nothing. Word? You're from Israel. Are you living in Israel, Aaron? I closed in 21 days on my house with cash. Wow. Nice. I closed on my house in 7 days with cash, which I got using Bitcoin as collateral. Because if I did it the traditional way, someone else would have bought it. So I had to like sneak in there with a cash offer. And fortunately, I got the cash using Bitcoin as collateral. Shh. Plug into the Crypto News Alerts Discord server. It's free to do so. Discord link on the screen. I appreciate it. Pump the likes, pump the stream. Historical time right now. Everyone pumping it up. Let's go. You'll be fine. 27 is your year to know whether or not the U.S. has attacked heavily and directly. Black Swan. Wow, says Jennifer. Word up. Anyways, fam, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, huh? Let's dive into our next story of the day. Keep the comments flowing. It's greatly appreciated. Lots of liquidations, Joe. And this story was published before I went live. And again, we just liquidated probably a tremendous amount more. But nonetheless, here's the gist of what's happening. Currently, the value of the crypto market is approximately, it was 2.4 trillion a few hours ago. But let's actually look on CoinMarketCap. Right now, it's only 2.2 trillion. Look how fast those trillies are dropping. This is pretty insane. But anyways, I digress. Let's go back here. Following a 7.4% decrease over the last day, the volume of the global crypto trade surged 36% Friday, reaching 114 billion. And before 8 a.m. on Friday, Bitcoin was trading above 70 G's, baby. And it briefly jumped above 71,000 during the early morning trading sessions. However, Laura, resistance quickly emerged, causing the price to falter and subsequently fall sharply at 2 p.m. Look at that. There you go. The 1 hour candle at 2 p.m. recorded a drop to a low of 65,000 per biddy. The price managed to record a slight rebound from this low and is currently trying to claim 63,000 because we're another $5,000 down since the time of this article. That's how fast we've been dropping, yo. It's crazy. Quoting analyst Vinny here. If Bitcoin can't hold 60,000 by Monday morning, this bull run is probably over. Now we have about, a day and a half until Monday morning. And right now we're trying to hold on to 60. We're currently 61, 62. So time will tell. Bitcoin is down tremendously over the day, falling against the US dollar over the past month. The market volatility on Friday further led to a notable number of liquidations amongst crypto traders using leverage. Can't stress to proceed with caution, extreme caution, especially at around the time of a halving. Trading with leverage, fam, it's crazy. Around 275,000 crypto traders experienced liquidations. Ouch. Virtually all of them, with total losses approaching $1 billion. That was before dropping an additional 5,000 families, so these numbers are probably even way higher. So according to data from CoinGlass at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 871 million in leverage positions were liquidated in 24 hours, including 782 million from long positions and 91 million from short positions. Shout out to Grand Buck. I greatly appreciate the super. He wrote, just keep the faith. Sage advice there. That's all you got to do, because one Bitcoin is still equivalent to one Bitcoin regardless of where the Bitcoin price temporarily goes in fiat terms, family. Don't forget it. And thank you, Grand Buck. While the global average price of Bitcoin is currently back down to 62,000, Bitcoin still trades at a premium in South Korea. Of course, it's trading at a premium all around the world. Australia, I know we hit 100,000 all-time high. UK. So anyways, we're going to keep an eye out on what's happening. And of course, the latest news as it comes in developing. The fib is showing a level of support. Bitcoin will recover, says Mr. Bone Daddy. Haha, don't worry unless you're in leverage or margin trade. Probably too late already. Otherwise, just sit back and do something fun. Just wait. It's a coming and it's going to be epic. 60 is the hard floor. We have bounced off it at least 5 times in the last month. Wait for the bounce. It'll bounce hard, says Jennifer. Cheers to that. We're still holding 62, so we'll soon see. I don't know, people do dumb things, so maybe. Well, that's a fact. Maybell, guys, check. Boom. Thanks again, Grand Buck. We appreciate the super. Israel turns 9/11 months old tomorrow. What time is it over there? 911 months old. That's interesting. How many years is that? Oh my God. Bitcoin price has crashed to levels not seen since last week. Tell them, Bobby Digital. We got to remember that. And Grant Noakes just blessed us with the Bitcoin Orange Super as well and wrote, thanks for being here for us every day. It's my pleasure. It's my honor. And I take great respect and pride in delivering the daily news to you guys and just speaking the truth and preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi and spreading awareness of Bitcoin, orange pilling the masses. You know how we do. So shout out to Grant. Respect. Much love. Good news. Bitcoin is still the answer. Amen to that. And so is Allen Iverson. The answer, right? Crypto liquidity, hunting, algo bots always run rampant on the weekends. That's why I don't trade on the weekends. Meme whales, now very cheap to track. Aha, yeah. On to the crypto green today. Pray for Israel, says Brett. Yeah, how about we just pray for anyone being attacked right now, regardless of where they live? Facts. Smash the like, fam. It's going up forever, Laura. 11:30 p.m. here currently and very quiet at the moment. Like I said, no reports. Like you're seeing, whoa. So it's 11:30. You're out there in Israel, Aaron, and virtually no news. What about on online and social media and such like that? They don't give you guys any updates of any sorts. I'm curious because my X feed is just filled with war-related things. This correction is normal and healthy, but Jesus, we up against gold. Now taking the Bitcoin money, I thought it was the opposite way around. I thought Bitcoin is tapping into the gold ETF money with the Bitcoin ETFs. You know what I mean? Chocolate, coffee, and Bitcoin. The Magic Three, the Holy Trinity, Susie. Keeping it real. Vitalik's mom's coin wrecked. Take that, Vitalik's mom. Israel will live forever, says Zach. Laura says, yes, it is. Breaking news, Iran launches drone attack against Israel. Scary times. There will be a time when people will say, you bought Bitcoin at $60,000. Oh my God, can we get married? Just saying. Fake news, says Baxter. Israel is the best, says Zach. Israel became a nation on May 14, 1948. Oh, word. What happened to the liquidity? I heard it. Yeah, I actually won't discuss some of these things because we're on YouTube right now. Rice and beans will be the new currencies in the, oh my God, World War III. Good Lord. Agreed. Let's just pray for peace for all. Exactly. Peace and safety for all. We pray to God. Please look out for everybody and protect all from the dangers of war and the chaos in today's world. You know what I mean? Can I get an amen? Shout out Sean Vogel. Appreciate you subscribing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Can devs do something? What are you talking about? Devs of Bitcoin? I am holding and buying more. Love to hear that. Vitalik's mom's coin. What the frick? You remember all the people trying to pump Vitalik's mom's coin every day on the stream? Well, take that. We have incredible communications. Literally any single attack or situation are updated, notified, and very, very aware. There's no Iranian drones. I am baffled, says Aaron. Word. Amen, JV, says K-Jam. Cheers. What happened with Bitcoin? What happened to the world is the bigger question, but what happened to the alts getting wrecked? We're having a correction. A lot of money is fleeing crypto right now as we refresh the market cap on CoinMarketCap and saw it dropping hundreds of billions of dollars just like that. You know what I mean? Thank you, JV. You're very welcome. Cool prayer, man. Amen. Thank you, Greg. Grayscale, the reason they are dumping as well. They're not helping, but there's more to it. If you could find Box Mining's PA, I need to buy 1,000 BYC. Is that the Board Yacht Ape Club, or what is BYC, or do you mean BTC? Holla, let me know. Next week, Bitcoin to 52 G's, baby. Well, in the meantime, at least we're holding on to
60 G's, baby! It's a celebration. People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk.
But guess what? I back it up, though.
60 G's, baby!
Next week, we'll see. It's gotten so bad, Nipsey left the room. Exactly. Where were drones? They were holograms. That sounds like an episode of the Twilight Zone family. Craziness. But let's just keep the news flowing. I appreciate the comments. Let's dive into the latest with these Bitcoin ETFs. Headline reads, GBTC sees 166 million outflow despite the CEO's equilibrium remark. What's going on, Mr. Sun and Shine? The Grayscale Bitcoin ETF, GBTC, continues to experience significant outflows with over 166 milli and more than 2,500 biddies withdrawn from the fund's holdings on Friday, April 12th, which was yesterday. According to Farside Investor data, outflows from GBTC have exceeded 16.2 billion. Good Lord. Since the Bitcoin ETF's January launch, that was January 11th, 3 months ago. Since the month of April, the daily outflows from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust have been fluctuating between 75 milli and 300 milli. On the other hand, inflows into Bitcoin ETFs have been minimal, indicating declining investor engagement. GBTC recorded significant outflows of 767 million this week, contributing to overall negative flows into the Bitcoin ETFs. Now, BlackRock has maintained strong support as assets under management for IBIT, Bitcoin's ETF, exceed $15 billion, narrowing the gap with Grayscale's Bitcoin reserves. A significant portion of GBTC outflows has likely flowed back into BlackRock. Now, Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenschein hinted earlier in the week that outflows from Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust might be stabilizing. Keyword, might be, because they're not, suggesting optimism amongst traders and investors. However, current data indicates the current situation may not align with his optimism, unfortunately. One primary reason behind the massive GBTC outflows has been the high management fee the fund charges. However, Sonnenschein has been hesitant to cut the fees, despite losing the flows to competitors. GBTC has the highest management fees out of all U.S. Bitcoin ETFs, pinned at 1.5% a year, compared to the 0.3% average of its competitors. So yeah, it's like 5-6 times more fees. So hence why so many investors are ditching GBTC. Why wouldn't they change that fee sooner than later? You have any insights with that, chat? Let me know. Sun and Shy noted that markets often exhibit high excitement when commodity exposure products like Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust first emerge. However, these products mature as time passes, leading the market consolidation as investors focus on few offerings. Now, according to Farside data, GBTC saw outflows of almost 18 million on April 10th, a significant decrease from 155 million outflows recorded April 9th. Good Lord. The previous low was February 26th when GBTC outflowed 22.4 million, and the daily GBTC outflows average across the 4 months is more than $250 million at 257 million. GBTC launched in 2015 and converted to an ETF on January, alongside the launch of the 9 other spot Bitcoin ETFs after Grayscale won the lawsuit against the SEC, forcing it to review a GBTC conversion bid it denied. Now, bankrupt crypto lending firm Genesis recently offloaded approximately 36 million GBTC shares to acquire 32,000 Bitcoins. So there you have it, fam. Definitely not helping the market when you have all of these outflows. But according to Sun and Shine, we're seeing an equilibrium, but maybe you spoke a little too soon, so we'll see. Something let's not forget, though, GBTC was the largest hodler of Bitcoin in the world. They had like 620,000 plus Bitcoin, but since the ETF launched and their conversion, they're now down to like 200 and something thousand. So I think BlackRock now has more Bitcoin at 270,000, which we're going to be diving into here in a bit. The Boston Tea Party was absolutely understandable. Cecilis, welcome, fam. Just the market maker liquidating the retail traders and placing it along traders' trade lowers. There you go, Joey White. I mean, the market makers always win at the end of the day, right? GBTC going down. But Bitcoin, down for the cause, never down for the count. In ancient Egypt, the priestly class became way too politically powerful in some eras, undermining state functioning. A Bitcoin tsunami is a-coming. The tide always recedes before it comes in with a fury. Tell 'em, Don. And speaking of fury, it just reminded me of Bruce Lee.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
That's right. Dips are for buying. Tell 'em, Mason. Jason Buck, let's frickin' go. And while we're at it, buck the Fed. I was hoping to see 50s, but I'll live. Eye of the beholder. Yeah, man. Wow. If it was true, watch out for the fireworks on Monday, says Greg. A lot of retail crypto holders are probably taking a loss instead of hodling. Precisely. You can't sleep as good at night if you're not a hodler, just saying. Buying more memes, got the dip all the way down. Hi, says Jerry. Don't tempt me with a good time, baby. It bounced about 2,000 up again. There you go. Chill and relax. There you go. We're almost back at 63 G's, baby. Tide raises all the ships, fam. You just wait until the sun and moon align. There you go. And 3 things cannot be long hidden, quoting Buddha: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So respect. Exactly. Wait till we have, what is that? The ship settles. There you go. I'm new to the channel. Well, Danny girl, I'm going to encourage you to smash that subscribe button, show your support. Subscribe to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod, especially if you got at least 5 sats in your stack. You got to smash that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Pump it up. Shout out Jerry. Be like water, my friend. Love the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Got chips for the dip. Yeah, there you go.
Had the people on my back to get a song. Reds broke, have a toke, we smoked them like a bomb. Oh yeah,
We heard Kramer report that. Be patient and come back to the market if you're antsy. Then if you're wanting to buy. Is a bouncing. Bounce. Come on, bounce. Pepe is going to the moon again, says Chris. Sounds like an agreement with my wifey. Is the halving going to be different? Well, what is going to happen is the supply being awarded to the miners is about to get chopped in half. You know what I mean? Like a circumcision. Bam! It gets sliced in half from 900 Bitcoins per day being awarded currently to 450. So that's definitely going to impact the market. There's no question about it. Will we have extreme volatility leading into the halving this week and post-halving? Yes, as I've been preaching every day. So this ain't nothing. A 6.5% dip. Dust your shoulders off and let's go. Jerry Souza, welcome to the channel, family. Appreciate you. Got my dry powder today, but I jumped in a little bit too early. I'm going to jump in again. Even if I run out of dry powder, you got to do what it do, Joe Trump. Do what it do. Coconut water for the biddies. Amen. This place rocks. JV knows his stuff. Much respect, Kevin. Respect. Israel, Iraq, and Jordan close airspace after Iranian drone strike on Israel. Just read it on the news. Good Lord. Praying for everyone out there. There's probably going to be tons of manipulation leading up to the halving. Yeah, what else is new? This is the flush out of all the, ETF buyers to see how strong their hands are. Word up. Hong Kong ETFs could be more bullish than US. People will be surprised when they end up bringing in even more money. Time to break out that dry powder, JV? It may be that time. Polygon dip is insane. Doggy doo-doo coins are still losing against Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is almost at 60%. I know. I've been asking you guys, how high do you think that dominance will climb? Missed the whole show. Unacceptable, dirty. It's just unacceptable, bro. Send it, says Devon. Bigger the dump, the bigger the pump. Tell them, Space Mushroom Fuzz. And I love the name, by the way. I am an intact twist, JV. No snipping the girls or the boys. Intactivist. What is that? An intactivist? Dope. I just learned a new word. Is that the mother of the flush outs? I don't know. 7% correction. Is that a big deal? Well, I guess because many of your guys' alts are correcting 20, 30, 40%. You're just like... You know what I mean? Serves all Ishcoiners right. Bitcoin gains against all. Tell them, Big Rem. Don't make war. Buy Bitcoin instead. Yeah, don't make war. Make babies. Make Bitcoin. Make puppies. There's so many positive things to make in the world. You know what I mean? Memes are holding up better than most alts. Well, memes are alts, family. Let's not get it twisted. Smash it, says Kitty Crusher. Smash it for the Kitty Crusher. Israeli government's doomsday plane has taken off. Oh, boy. And is the only plane leaving Israel. Is Bitcoin owed? What is that? Owned by all religions or owed by? I don't know what you even mean by that. Joey White. Nobody, I don't think so, but I don't really know what you're saying. We need a Nipsey pump signal. I know. What's the third best? There's no third best. You ain't seen nothing yet. Exactly, Thomas. But here's the truth. If you can't handle the 7% dips, then you don't deserve the 200, 300% gains for the cycle, potentially 500, 1,000%. Yeah, 10x gains. You don't deserve those if you can't handle a 7% dip. Just saying, guys. But anyways, we discussed Bitcoin ETFs from the outflows of GBTC. Now let's focus on the king, BlackRock, acquiring 270,000 biddies like it ain't no thing. Headline reads, 10.5 trillion asset manager. BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF now holds 270,000 Bitcoins. Whoa. BlackRock released its financial results on Friday for the first quarter that ended March 31st, showing a record 10.5 trillion in assets under management, an increase of 1.4 trillion from the previous year. The asset manager spot Bitcoin ETF, the iShares Bitcoin Trust, maintained the dominant position in the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF market, and as of April 11th, IBIT's Bitcoin holdings stood at approximately 270,000 Bitcoin with a notional value of over $18.9 billion. Now, Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, recently said that IBIT is the fastest growing ETF in the history of ETFs. He added that he is very bullish on the long-term viability of Bitcoin and is pleasantly surprised by the retail demand for BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF. In fact, last week, BlackRock filed an amendment to its IBIT prospectus, revealing that the fund now has 9 authorized participants. They are ABN Amro Clearing USA, Citadel Securities, Citigroup Global Markets, Goldman Sachs, Jane Street Capital, JP Morgan Securities. We have Macquarie Capital, UBS Securities, and Virtu Americas. BlackRock also filed an app with the US SEC to launch a spot Ether ETF, despite some optimism surrounding potential SEC approval of spot Ether ETF apps by May's deadline. Skepticism continues to grow. Jan Van Eck, CEO of Van Eck, recently expressed his doubts, anticipating the rejection of his application in May from his firm. Moreover, there are reports the SEC may be trying to classify Ether as a security. Fink, however, believes that even if Ether is classified as a security, BlackRock can still launch a spot Ether ETF. In fact, Thursday, financial technology firm and stablecoin provider Circle introduced smart contract capabilities aimed at enabling holders of BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund to exchange their shares for USDC through Circle. Now, here's one thing I don't trust. That's USDC, aka Circle, because they're enemies of Bitcoin. At least Larry Fink, though once clearly an enemy of Bitcoin publicly, he once bashed it and said it was an index for money laundering. At least now he's all on board, claiming it's a flight to safety or a flight to quality, and he's now pumping our bags. So, I mean, we had the opportunity to front run Mr. Lawrence Fink and BlackRock and all of Wall Street, and it feels damn good. Just saying. Anyways, Corona Free says $1, 1,600 sats. I know that's crazy. Not too long ago, you could only get like 1,400 for $1. So right now, take advantage of it. Happy Sat Stack and Saturday family. What do we do on Sat Stack and Saturdays? We stack sats. Great time to be stacking. Tax season equals the crazy dips, that as well. 20% yesterday, 10% today, 10% tomorrow. Till the normies wake up Monday morning. Blood on the streets. Buy it has always worked. Tell him, Abel Gonzalez. I mean, looks like a normal pre-having correction, says Jennifer. It was expected to go down at most 20%. That's what history has shown us as well. And let's not forget, was it like a week or two ago we just dropped 20%? And then what happened? We recovered within 48 hours. So I would expect nothing different. And I've been telling you guys, when you see a dip, seize the moment because the dips are short-lived. Eugene McKee, welcome to the stream and thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. Friends of Bitcoinies Unite. Bitcoinies Unite, let's go. Is 62,000 the best the Bears can do? Apparently, Larry, Bitcoin was under 40,000 a few months ago. HODL, let's not forget, February, right? My birthday was February 11th. I was praying for a $50,000 Bitcoin price. Bitcoin recapturing 50 for the first time in years. And guess what happened? We hit 50,000 the morning following my birthday on February 12th. Today, we're still up $12,000 from February 11th. So don't get it twisted. 921 blocks to the halving. Ain't that mind-boggling? We're less than 1,000 blocks away from the halving, family. It's going to get so lit. I can't wait. Hong Kong upcoming spot Ether ETF will cause it in the U.S. That's right. Like the U.S. don't want to be second movers advantage. They don't want to get left out. JV always coming through with the facts. Shout out Sammy G and all my OGs. I'm buying drone stocks Monday. Good Lord mercy. File a tax extension, fam. Increase your fudge up. Your crypto CSV files with your transactions. Not tax advice, says KJam. I'm buying the dip and getting closer to being a one coiner. Congratulations on that, Mr. Bone Daddy. It was under 25,000 less than 6 months ago. Let that sink in, right? Let that sink in. And just over a year ago, we were at 16,000, maybe a year and a few months. Remember, regional banking crisis propelled Bitcoin back above 20, 30,000. And then we had the news, obviously, late last year that BlackRock was getting into Bitcoin via the ETF. And then January 11th, officially, they went live. And now look at us. Look at me now, Mom. Just saying. I thought Kathy Wood said, what is that? We'd tap 56 then. Anita Smith says, man, I remember buying at 25 not too long ago, and that even seemed expensive. You are in serious trouble, says Micah. Buy Bitcoin, even if World War III is going to happen. As long as one ASIC survives, your one Bitcoin is still worth one Bitcoin. And that's right. Let's not forget, the only non-GMO corn on the planet, Bitcoin. So take advantage of your Bitcoin, family. Very incisive observations. Are those city blocks? I'll take a taxi. I'm in the bunker right now. Man, I bet you Zuckerberg and everyone that smart enough to have an underground bunker is probably in there. Yes, fam, front run all those mofos. Cheers to that. But anyways, fam, pump the likes, pump the stream, and here's a little bubble for you.
We heard Kramer report that. He said, sell, we bought more bags till we got a sword back. Can't short your dork, we can't afford that.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset.
Do you agree?
You agree?
Agreed.
And there is no second best asset.
Sell them. But anyways, fam, next story of the day. Let's discuss this breaking news coming out of China with these ETFs. Actually, Hong Kong, so on the outskirts of China, not the mainland, but close enough. Here we go. Headline reads, China is about to start its bidding. Will Hong Kong's Bitcoin ETF spark the halving rally? Let's break it down, shall we? The potential approval, the first batch of the spot ETFs in Hong Kong could be a big catalyst for Bitcoin's halving rally. That's right. The Securities Regulator Commission, which is the SFC over there in Hong Kong, could approve the first batch of the spot Bitcoin ETFs by April 15th, which would be a few days right before the halving. Is that a coincidence? I think not. The Hong Kong regulator had reportedly accelerated the approval process for 4 spot Bitcoin ETFs, according to local news media reports. The potential approval could attract more buying demand for Bitcoin by offering Bitcoin exposure to both retail and institutional investors over there in Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong regulators could approve both Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs on April 15th, according to a crypto entrepreneur and investor, Lark Davis, who wrote the following. Hong Kong likely to approve both Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs as soon as Monday. China is about to start bidding the same week. The Bitcoin halving is happening. Let's go. It'll take approximately 2 weeks to finalize ETF listing procedures on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange after the securities regulator greenlights the initial set of spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, the approval of the first spot Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong could catalyze Bitcoin's post-halving rally, according to Herbert Sim, chief operating officer of crypto exchange Websea, who told Cointelegraph the following. Halving is not the only thing to look out for in the price action, but rather the upcoming Bitcoin ETF approval in Hong Kong, which also happens next week. The big banks of China will all have to start buying Bitcoin themselves too. Let the bidding begin. Sim noted that Hong Kong-based ETFs will only add to the institutional demand and inflows created by large U.S. ETF issuers such as BlackRock, which he expects to continue, quoting him here. And with this supply cut from the Bitcoin halving, the prices will definitely soar. Send it. Large investors, or so-called mega whales, that are holding at least 10,000 biddies are accumulating Bitcoin at the current price level in anticipation of next week's approval, according to popular crypto commentator Bitcoin Munger's April 12th post, quoting him here. The only cohort that is net accumulating Bitcoin is the largest whales, just ahead of Hong Kong ETF approvals and the Bitcoin halving. A positive contrarian signal, if I had to guess. Meanwhile, the ETF inflows have been a significant part of the Bitcoin price rally. By February 15th, Bitcoin ETFs accounted for about 75% of new investment in Bitcoin as it surpassed the 50,000 mark. And Bitcoin's price action has been closely correlated with the net Bitcoin ETF inflows, according to Thomas Ferrer, co-founder of Apollo, who wrote the following. I would have thought it was extremely obvious that ETF flows are driving the Bitcoin price. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know your thoughts, how the market will likely react to these ETFs being launched potentially in Hong Kong here soon. And and do you think they will approve both spot Bitcoin and Ethereum collectively at the same time? Holla in that chat. Yo, JV, with the halving right around the corner right now, why in the world would anyone be selling now? Maybe they're not true Bitcoiners. Maybe they're more speculators, you know what I mean? And maybe they're so scared of how the markets are going to react on the cusp of WW3. Who knows? But I think most people in here would obviously not sell because we actually have put in our 10,000 hours of research of Bitcoin. We understand it, and we understand now is the best time to be buying pre-halving, because post-halving, things can get crazy. Can we dump more? Yeah. But eventually things will correct, and we'll be right back on top price discovery mode. And before you know it, 100,000 Fiesta here in Puerto Rico, celebrating collectively, Bitcoin smashing 100,000 per coin. S&P 500, Dow Jones down 1,500 on Monday. As the U.S. enters the war, could we have a 50% down day like 2019? Stop dipping already, right? S&P is crashing. Iran will likely synchronize their drone attacks with faster moving missiles, which could be launched closer to the time of the drones arrive, says Colin Rugg. Good Lord. Do you guys know where I can get some help? I'd be willing to pay. Just be careful asking for help, because you're probably going to get a lot of scammers reaching out to you trying to take advantage of you. Just keeping it 100. I don't offer one-on-one help. I don't have the time to do so, but that's why I do a podcast for 2 hours per day. And I answer any questions you guys have. Just be careful, because you're inviting scammers to reach out to you now. So you got to keep that in mind, family. Be very careful. The Chinese are coming, says Darth Melda. Yo, Darth Melda, where you at? We need the Jedi Alliance to fight the forces of evil. Where you at? Hey, man, remember ICE Bank Mice? What? ETF Bitcoin will reserve its trend and return to the all-time highs. Don't stress. Thank you, Wazzer. Marcus, many are selling for some reason. Iran has launched waves of drone attacks for Israel and are set to hit within hours, says Leaf, after Israel announced it was closing all schools and amid fears of an upcoming attack. Ugh. I got paid today by my employer, and 70% of my paycheck instantly went into crypto. Well, hopefully they didn't go into any of these ish coins, family. Because at least Bitcoin's only down 8% on the day. Everything else is down way more. WW3 is over, dudes. Let's go Bitcoin. Governments could be selling to buy defense items, I understand. Is there a good exchange that works for all coins that is safe? Well, the top exchange in the world is Binance. The top exchange in the States is Coinbase. Both those exchanges have collectively hundreds of different coins. I mean, a lot of other options as well. In fact, what are your guys' favorite exchanges? Let me know. I'm curious.
Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that. Again.
Shout out Isaac Blanco. What it do?
You can call me 3AC, cause I'm
blowing it up.
Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump. They drop foot, but it's still not
slowing us up. Can't stop till the feds start showing us love. The fastest it dumps, the fastest it rises back. Tell him, Mr. Perez. But anyways, fam, now for our feature story of the day, eh? Let's discuss BlackRock and Fidelity ETF bombshell triggering a massive $75 trillion Bitcoin prediction. Obviously, that's not price action, that's market cap. But to hit a $75 trillion market cap, we're talking $3.8 million Bitcoin price, according to ARK Invest, is Cathie Wood. So let's break this down. This was actually a Forbes article a couple of weeks ago, and I want to rehash this because this is actually pretty insightful. You know what I mean? The Bitcoin price added around 350% since crashing to a low of 15,000 per Bitcoin. I'm curious, how many of you actually bought some biddies back when we tapped 15,000 just over a year ago, family? Feels like yesterday. Largely thanks to a fleet of the Bitcoin ETFs taking Wall Street by storm. Now, after Coinbase revealed it's backing BlackRock's $5 trillion by 2030 game changer, famed stock picker and Bitcoin bull Cathie Wood has hiked their Bitcoin price prediction, betting a coming Bitcoin price surge will give Bitcoin a market cap of $75 trillion by the end of the decade. Let's go back to CoinMarketCap and check out Bitcoin's market cap right now and in the flesh. The market cap of Bitcoin today, right? $1.2 trillion. So with Bitcoin having a 1.2 trillion market cap, what is that? Roughly a 70x, right? From the current market cap. 70x from here. Can you see that? Please do let me know, because you know the price would soar crazily on that. Quoting her here, last year we put out our bull case for Bitcoin. It was $1.5 million, said Wood, chief executive of disruptive technology investor ARK. And she said that on stage at the New York Bitcoin Investor Day conference when it was reported by Business Insider, quoting her again, with this institutional green light that the SEC has provided, kicking and screaming though it did, the analysis we have done is that if institutional investors were to allocate a little more than 5% of their portfolios into Bitcoin, as we think they will over time, that alone would add $2.3 million to the projection I just gave you. So Wood said, referring to the US SEC waving through almost a dozen spot Bitcoin ETFs in January. That's just based off 5% allocation from these institutions. Let's not forget BlackRock a few years back released a report or a study, and I covered it numerous times on the channel, that their ideal Bitcoin allocation for a portfolio is 84.9%. I'm not even going to speculate what that would mean for the Bitcoin price action, but you can use your imagination, family. Now, Wall Street giants BlackRock and Fidelity have emerged as the two largest of the new Bitcoin ETF issuers, raking in assets under management of around $15 billion and $9 billion, respectively. And now it's way higher, just FYI. This was as of a few weeks ago. Wood's own ARC21 shares for Bitcoin ETF now holds 40,000 biddies, worth $2 billion on behalf of investors. Wood's new Bitcoin price prediction could see Bitcoin hitting 3.8 million by 2030. 6 years, family. Can you see it? A massive near 6,000% increase from the current Bitcoin price and a market cap of 1.2 trillion, which ironically is precisely where we're at today, quoting her again. We think Bitcoin has miles to go. We're at the very beginning of really putting in place the financial ecosystem native to the internet and disintermediating all the toll takers. So there you go. Now, after a period of huge growth following their launch, the new spot Bitcoin ETFs, including Grayscale's coveted trust, saw outflows over 4 straight days. Yeah, I mean, outflows have not been slowing down, but as we already touched upon, Michael Sonnenschein, the CEO of BlackRock, says things are going to be at an equilibrium, but we'll soon see. But let me know your thoughts specifically here regarding Bitcoin tapping a 75 trillion market cap within the next 6 years. And ideally, off of that, hitting a price of 3.8 million per coin. Now, I remember when Cathie Wood first made her prediction of Bitcoin hitting $1 million by 2030. Then she upped it. We all knew her bear scenario, her base case, and her bull case. And she keeps up in the bull case. And I'm digging it. Shout out Cathie Wood, right? She's just expressing her bullishness because I think they underestimated the Bitcoin ETF demand. And I think the demand shock, which is unprecedented in any ETF market, meaning the Bitcoin success from the Bitcoin ETF inflows has been unlike anything we've ever witnessed in the history of ETF launches. And I think because of that, they're even that much more bullish, and just a very modest allocation into Bitcoin from these major asset managers is a big move, right? Major moves, just 5% allocation. We're talking about $3.8 million Bitcoin, 75 trillion market cap. That's a lot of money. I know a lot of people are going to speculate, but is that even possible? Well, yeah, there's roughly, I hear now, $900 trillion worth of the total addressable market, meaning all the money in the world, right? And Bitcoin is the apex predator. So where will these billionaires and institutions likely park their capital? Shout out to Ricky Norwood, appreciate the sub. Likely into Bitcoin, because there is no second best, right? I shared a graph. I'm actually going to pull it up because it's very insightful. I shared it in yesterday's podcast. I want to cover this with you. I'm going to pull it up over on X. I just got to find it, so bear with me a second here. And if you're not following me on X, what are you doing with your life? Make sure to follow me on X. I appreciate it. We currently got 33.8 thousand followers, and I would love to have 100,000 followers. Here's the chart. Check it out. I replied to Peter Schiff on this one. I got a lot of love. Peter Schiff wrote, gold is now above 2,400. What's happening is not normal. Gold doesn't typically move like this, especially on no news. If this means the ZIRP, QE, and deficit spending chickens are finally coming home to roost, the magnitude and velocity of these gains is about to accelerate. And he got over 500,000 views, so I responded. 1 second here. $1 invested into Bitcoin or gold in 2009 is now worth That $1 in Bitcoin is now worth 91 million. And that $1 in gold, again, 14 and a half years ago, is now worth $2. So what does that tell us? That means gold doubled in price. It doubled in value in almost 15 years. Big whoop. Bitcoin, 91 million % increase. $1 turns into 91 million. And this is a chart I got from Willy Woo, the on-chain analyst. Shout out Willy Woo. I mean, that's the tail of the tape right there. And I actually wrote something about it as well. I'm going to read to you because I just want to share my thoughts on after I analyzed that myself here. Let me just pull this up. So this is what I wrote. I don't understand gold bugs who think gold is a viable store of value. Yes, gold is up 2x in the past 14 and a half years, meaning if you invested $1 into gold in January 2009, today it would be worth a whopping $2. Ultimately meaning gold can't even keep up with inflation. Meanwhile, if you invested just $1 into Bitcoin in January of 2009, your $1 investment into Bitcoin would now be worth $91 million. Plus, let's not forget, corrupt governments can and will seize your gold as history has shown us. So, when it comes down to the ultimate store of value, there is no second best. Bitcoin is king. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment. I firmly believe it. Where else are you going to park your cash? There is no second best store value. There's Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin. Just saying. But let me know your thoughts surrounding all these predictions I just shared with you. 75 trillion market cap, $3.8 million Bitcoin by the year 2030, as per ARK Invest's Kathy Wood. Holla. I'm going to read as many of these comments out loud as I can. So we call the gold bugs almost poor. They're almost poor. Exactly. I'm sick of Coinbase waiting for coins to pump before listing them. JV, plagiarism is a sign of stupidity. Stop plagiarizing. Oh, what are you talking about, by the way? SpongeBob? Please enlighten me so I can explain or whatever you're accusing me of. Bitcoin is the bomb. Miners will be a great leverage play. I just bought some Rose altcoin on the big pullback. 1,000% agree. JV, says K-Jam. Cheers to that. Let's go. Shout out AB. Anita, welcome, welcome. Alts, go to the bear low. Gold is okay if you can afford a 20-plus year period to sell at a profit. Most cannot. Word. Exactly. I mean, those are great numbers. Thank you. Thank you, Research Software Media Promo. His name is plagiarized. Old Square Pants. Anyone buying the dip? Ask Luke Doggy Dog. I think many of us have bought this dip. This is a pretty substantial one, considering we're so close to a halving, yo. So close to the halving. We're going to see if 60 holds strong. So far, we've been holding. Because you said there is no second best, Jim. I'm hitting the kombucha as JV hits the cocoa water. Man, I almost drank this whole thing, a liter, since the show began. That's pretty good. 420. Learn how to use decentralized exchanges or you will miss out on cheap buy-ins. Does anyone ever do any work? Says Adam. Biden better stop this thing. Yes, buying the dip. And you guys, make sure to join me today on Rumble, because a lot of issues happening in the world, and I got to refrain from speaking about many of these things on the tube due to censorship to protect the channel, but I will speak my heart out over on Rumble. So make sure you guys tune into the Rumble stream when the YouTube transmission officially ends. I appreciate it. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for the reminder, Devon. This is true. None of this is investment advice. Isaac Blanco, thank you for your content, bro. You're a blessing ever since in power. Respect. We go way back. I appreciate it. So thank you, family. Sent the links to your DM. I bought more sats at 62.3. Let's get it, Rizzo. Okay, so SpongeBob, my response to Peter, I think it was BTC Archive posted it, and he tagged Willy Woo because it was Willy Woo's chart. I retweeted it, and I gave him credit for it, FYI. But Peter was shilling as he does, his gold, and I couldn't resist. So I copy pasted the post and I pasted it in that thread. But you are correct. I didn't come up with the chart. That was Willy Woo, and I didn't come up with the content. I copy pasted, I think it was the Bitcoin Archive who gave Willy Woo the credit. So my apologies. I didn't shout out Willy Woo in the response on Peter's thing. But again, I already retweeted it on my wall to show them the love. And then I just copied that because I found that data point very interesting. But I did not make it up myself. So, keeping it 100 with you guys. JV, does your coconut water have added sugar? No, of course not. This is Kelly approved, and I hooked you guys up on Rumble the other day. I said, download an app called Kelly Approved. It's free from the App Store, and you can scan any item via the barcode, and it will tell you if your food is poisoned or not, meaning there's chemicals or bad things that can lead to the big C, right? So this has no sugar. It says on it, no sugar added, not from concentrate. And the only ingredient is coconut water, organic coconut water. You know what that means? They chop open the coconut, probably with a machete, or who knows if they're in a factory. And then they just dump it in, bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Strong warriors only. If the war breaks out, the USA gets involved. Here, we're probably going to see a $50,000 Bitcoin. Someone tell the CEO of Bitcoin to make the price go down. Satoshi. Hey, bro, can you drop it into the 50s, please? We got some, people that want to hodl and stack at a lower level. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Bought that flip and dip. All the technicals are in Cell BTFD. That should precede your response. Well, SpongeBob, I did it. Whatever. Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. Kelly approved app. I will download it. Oops, I am wrong. Most they add it. Well, something to consider also, SquarePants. The freaking chart that I'm using in the content says Willy Woo's credit is given in the chart. Yes, I didn't express credit in the post. But what do you think every crypto news source does on X? Just FYI. They see the news from a source, then they copy and paste it. Every single major crypto influencer and account does the same exact thing. I try my best to refrain from that, but nonetheless, it's all recycled news, right? All of it. And that's just how it is. And then the person who initially creates the news doesn't get the most credit because the person with the biggest following copy paste it, and then that channel gets the most credit. For example, Bitcoin Archive, he has 1.5 million or so followers. So he can take something I post, copy paste it, and then he gets, it gets blown up. That's just because he has a bigger following or whatever. But that's just the nature of X. It's all recycled news. Everyone's breaking, this just happened. And then someone copies it just in. Copy paste. This just happened. Welcome to X. You know what I mean? That's just X. It is Bobby approved. That's the app. You know what I mean? Centralized exchanges. What is that? ERC20s. If Nipsey drags his butt on the rug, Bitcoin will fall to 50. Oh no, he did that the other day. I'm just playing. He didn't do that. Bobby approved. Bobby approved. Boobies approved. Boobies approved. Biddy's approved. Biddy's approved. No Diddy's approved. No Diddy's approved. Are we in fear? Ooh. It's probably going to, the Crypto Greed and Fear Index will update within the next 24 hours, and most likely it's going to drop significantly. There's no way we're going to be in extreme greed anymore, that's for sure. Sell in May, go away early, similar to the all-time highs. Word. Hoping Bitcoin hits 300,000 to a minimum by the end. Kelly, Bobby, JV, approved. There we go. I just used the Bobby app. Love it. Nice, Guido. You guys are using it. Love to hear that. So we have Bobby approved and Kelly approved. It's the same concept. You can scan anything. Biddies, not itties. New York City. No Diddies, please. No Diddy. What's the name of the app? Yeah, the one I'm using is called Bobby Approved. My bad. I don't know where we got Kelly from. It's Bobby Approved. And it's one word, Bobby approved. Look in the App Store and it's just a B with a thumbs up. And it allows you to scan. You know what I mean? You go to the app, you hit the scan button, and then you can scan any product barcode. For example, I'll do it right now. I scan the cocoa water and it tells me if any harmful chemicals are in it, if it's approved or not, and it shows you approve. So it's really cool because you can go to the grocery store and before you buy your products, you can see if there's poison in them. And I will give you a heads up. 98% of the products in the grocery store is going to be poison to give you the big C. Welcome to the world we live in. You know what I mean? UFC starts at 6 p.m. Is it that early? No. When I watch UFC, bro, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's because are they in Vegas or something? I don't know where they're fighting. But typically, I'm up till like 3 a.m. catching the fights. So I was a little skeptical there. Those ETF buyers might be selling next week. Are they likely to be the diamond hands? Nice, as Anita Smith. Yeah. Can somebody tell what the frick is happening with the Bitcoin price? Those ETF buyers, yeah. No, suck things Kelly approved. Oh, no such thing. Okay, so it is Bobby approved. Bobby. Bobby has a great YouTube channel too. Ooh, good to note. I don't know him personally. You know who put me onto the app? My mom. My mom's like, I got this app and it tells you if it's approved. Like, what are you talking about? And she's just like, download the app and you can start scanning everything in your house. And I start scanning things. I'm like, oh. And then I'm just like, wow, even some of the organic things I buy are not approved. So it's like, you got to be more careful. But all the drinks I bought, I was proud of myself. I bought coconut water. I bought the alkalized water that was approved. Basically, all the drinks I bought are approved. So now I have a fridge full of approved drinks. So I feel good. This is the Iran attack Israel dip. Iran attacked Israel. But correct me if I'm wrong. Did Israel not attack them first? I'm just asking the question. I don't really know. I don't follow the news, but I keep seeing things on my X timeline that they keep attacking stuff. And then I saw, I'll just shut up because we're still on the tube. But I'm curious. I love coconut water, me too. Very hydrating. Your mom has skills, JV, no pun intended. She also made you. Whoa, that's deep. I tell my mom about the app. That's what's up. What a coincidence that CRAX is happening just days before the halving. What is CRAX? I don't even know what that is. Let me know. Clue me in. Holla. Let me know. Iran attacked Israel today. Good to note. I got that part. Play some Pump It Up music. I got you.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to.
Can only play a few seconds at a time, though, or get copyright BS, and it'll demonetize my channel. Hence why I play small snippets on the tube, but nonetheless.
I can't wait till the feds start showing this love. The full flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
It's a tic-tac-toe. Market seems like it is being manipulated. Well, when is the market not manipulated? Israel bombed Iranian embassy in Syria or Lebanon, says Yahim. Yemen also attack. When meat leaves the cooker, it is known as a cooked meat or crack. Oh, I didn't know that. The first step in processing cracks is passive separation. I learned something new. They attacked their embassy or so. Yeah, it's not a good look. And I feel sad for all the aid workers who were helping, and all those aid workers got bombed and killed. And I heard there was another one as well. That saddens me. I'll tell you what is going on in Rumble, JV. Thank you, Jennifer. We're definitely going to continue the conversation there. In fact, let's do that right now. I greatly appreciate the entire audience here on the tube. We still got over 500 people here with us, but we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show so I can speak freely, because I got to be very careful of some of the things I even read out loud here, let alone speaking from the heart, because censorship is very real here on the tube, and I don't want to lose my channel again. Right? So please head on over to Rumble. My Rumble link is in the description, or it can be found at rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, or simply open the Rumble app, type in Crypto News Alerts. You can't miss it. And we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod. Basically how it works, I stream live each and every day on 2 platforms, YouTube and Rumble. YouTube officially finishes and we continue with the stream exclusive on Rumble for the uncensored version of the podcast. I highly encourage you to head on over there right now. Important times, important conversations, and of course, unprecedented times. So head on over to Rumble right now and let's get ready to rumble, shall we? I'll see you guys there here shortly. Let's go. All right. Rumble or YouTube stream is over. Give me a second, Rumble fam. I'll be pulling this all